Hello, hello, everybody. This is Heidi with Tap into Abundance Now. And I'm coming to you live here on this Tuesday morning in January. It turned out to be a fantastic morning. I opened the door to let the dog out. It was snowing. It was like this gift. But I wanted to come to you today and share a story that is my story over the past month or so. And the question that I started asking myself, or could have really gone into, what the heck is wrong with me? January has been bumpy. Funky things have happened with my money. I fell down the stairs and hurt myself. I'm still recovering. I got caught in that snowstorm a few weeks ago where I was actually on my way to the airport. We nearly got into an accident. One of those big tractor trailers almost sucked us in and under. Fortunately, it didn't happen. What else happened? So my flight was delayed hours and hours and hours. It took me, I was on my way to a speaking engagement in Florida, Shoot for the Stars with Jamie Broderick, and I was delayed, like a lot of people, but things like this don't normally happen to me. I'm a believer in the law of attraction, and we create our own lives. And so it's natural for me to go, what is going on with me? What is wrong with me? So a trip that should have just taken a few hours took more than 12. My bag was lost. And yes, I had to do my presentation in the same clothes that I arrived in the day before. You ever have to turn your underwear inside out? Is either that or go commando. So, what else happened? Funky things with my money. There was just a lot of things that don't typically occur in my world anymore. And the question started creeping in for me. What is wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? And I think that is not the best question to go to. A better question to go to is, what is going on here? Where am I not aligned with ease and with flow and with magic? So we don't want to make ourselves wrong. It's really easy to go where we make ourselves wrong, and that does not help the situation. So if things are going bumpy for you, don't look to you as being wrong, what you've done wrong. Look at maybe where you're not aligned with what you're asking for, and then take some steps to create, to change that. Hi, Takeyoshi. So another piece that came to me about this, ask where you're not aligned. But I also think that the universe presents us with opportunities. And this was definitely an opportunity to see where I was right, where my magic was showing through. So what turned out to be a challenge actually turned out to be a mirror of how far I've come along my journey and how much magic I can create when I choose it. Hi, Eileen. So yes, so we were delayed. I was delayed, and it was 12 hours. And I was one of the last people off the plane. But I was one of the first people in line at rebooking. And hi, Marie. Thanks for the hearts. I ended up the question I asked when I was in the back of the plane is, how can I change this? Because I got a text saying that my flight was going to leave not at 11 a.m. like I was supposed to, but at 9 p.m. and I was going to get to my destination like after 11 p.m. And I'm like, that doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. I'm choosing something different. So how in the world I got to rebooking before anybody else on that flight, I don't know. And how in the world I got to a guy who was not already overwhelmed by all the other people who were delayed by the snowstorm was just my magic. I chose to make something different out of this. And he got me on a flight just a few hours after. And I arrived. And although my bag didn't make it, again, it was an opportunity for me to see how far I'd come in my path. Years ago, that would have thrown me for a loop, but I kind of saw the humor in it. And my intuition told me my bag wasn't going to follow. So it all turned out to be really interesting, and it turned out to be a point of humor as I was presenting. Everybody knew I was in the same clothes. At least I was able to borrow a shirt. So thank you, Leslie, for lending me a shirt and some makeup. But I was able to see that, it really didn't throw me that much. Of course, I would have wanted something different, but I was able to see how all this inner work, all this inner transformational work I've been doing for years helped me just to ride with it and roll with it. And so when things go wonky for you, don't ask what's wrong with me. What am I doing wrong? Ask, how is it possible to change this? What else is possible? How can I get aligned with what I'm asking for? And use it as an opportunity to see how far you've come. Okay, so hi, Marie. So thank you for tuning in today. And anywhere you are making yourself wrong for things that are not going right in your life, please choose to uncreate and destroy it times a godzillion. Good, bad, right, wrong, all 9 POD and POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And if you're not sure what that gobbledygook was there at the end, it's Access Consciousness. I see some likes, some love coming through. Thank you, thank you. That's just an energy clearing statement through Access Consciousness. You can look them up on the web, accessconsciousness.com. It's crazy good stuff. It's something I use with my clients, as well as a lot of tapping. So this is Heidi. It's great to see you all, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.